me. Now I got the charcoal burning here. And for simplicity, since I'm sitting with only one hand here, I'm going to use regular cinnamon powder here. As you can see, it works well. So let's get this going a little bit. Especially when I do cleansing for multiple items at a time, you're often stuck to putting something like this on top. But while this gets going, this is why I don't have candles now. I bought this 50 pack of tea lights, and as you can see, they are lacking the, what do you call it? The wick. So I just took my nail and created a sigil to play with it, and I did it with this cinnamon powder I have here. So this is one simple way of creating a candle magic, using cinnamon or turmeric or some other powder. And then what I usually do when I'm out in the forest like this is I pluck and then I take the scissors. This is from a juniper tree. And I make my own incenses that way. But since I am indoors, I'm a little bit afraid of using them. And since it's going to be a new moon, you might like to... I only took cinnamon now since it's cleansing and it kills bacteria. So I might take this miniature crystal ball to have it thoroughly cleansed for the new moon. And then I may take this little stone and put it there, and in that way I can fill this up and get it all cleansed at one time. Especially during the planetary hour I choose. And here's one thing you shouldn't do. I put the amethyst into the freezer. It works very well for a short little, especially those crystals that, what can we say, amethyst can't be in water or in sunlight, it fades. So I usually remember to take it out within 10 minutes, but I forgot it, and this is what happens. It breaks. But with this I'm instead going to do that I take a hammer, put this in a bag, and then I make a fine powder out of it that I can use later and use in a magical working. And I talked last time about drawing a spirit into an object. With the Shem angels, they sometimes ask me to draw into a stone. This is the stone I think I had with Sitael. I carried this on me during the work with him, both day and night. It was a very dangerous situation with the... We were threatened in my job, so. And so he empowered this, and that was during my ordinary Shem ritual, so that wasn't planetary hour, but he helped, and it really had power. But with the stones especially, you have to be very careful that they don't get too close to the incense smoke, since they can break. This is my miniature I got for gift, and I once put a crystal on it. It broke into many pieces, and you can get blinded by that, so it isn't nice. And then I talked about that I show you some other ways to cleanse crystals and make use. this is a chalice. I don't have a singing bowl. So I take this. You get that ringing noise. You don't, and I prefer it to a bell. So I get that ringing noise here. And then you can sound cleanse your stones in the chalice. There's no need to buy those Tibetan Buddhist bowls, since I'm not a Buddhist and they didn't have them back in the days. And then it gets the sounds cleansing within here, as you can hear. So that is one way of cleansing the crystals. And here's something that a young girl, my friend's grandchild, did, or I helped her. This was some little thing for Jupiter. It got lapis lazuli and some gold and some tin and some silver. This wasn't charged in a particular way, but it was, she wanted to make something. And this is quite a good idea, how you can make beautiful things out of a simple glass and chains that are broken. That is actually real gold in there. It's something broken, and lapis lazuli and amethyst and so forth. So I take that hammer and then I crush this in the mortar, and then I can blend it with whatever I make. And here's something I usually make for, oh, it's so humid here now. We don't have air condition here. So this is a zest from orange that I always make for Michael's. So I take the zest of the orange with some peel thing, and then I dry it, and then I use it as incense. It always gets more powerful when you do things yourself. And here's the most magical of all things I ever use. And this is this medical coal, medicinalis, that you buy from the pharmacy. I use it in nature especially. Carbon, it gets into diamonds, and diamonds or coal gets, pressured coal gets into diamonds. And here's some petrified wood jet stone. But somehow when I take this and I use, in Arabic and Egyptian countries, they use this coal to paint their eyes so that they can't be possessed. And I take these medical cargo bits, and I can carry them with me all the time in the forest. So if there's a thing that there might be some polluted water for the birds or squirrels, I put one of these coals and I stir it with my finger or a stick, and then it gets I bless these coals, and then I put these into their water so they have clean water, and that goes with a blessing. And as well as for protection of evil, this coal works. It was used in the old days for against the possession, even in historical days. So this is the miracle I use. And one time, as I don't have real diamonds, I have a glass diamond I use instead. But I didn't have that either, so I asked Michael, could I please use this? And he blessed, so he was the one who went forward and blessed these charcoals for me for the first time to use in magic. So he gave me okay to use this, even if it's not in the book. And I hope this inspired you. And I'm trying to find out when the planet Sirius is up. It's the spiritual sun on the 8th date. It might come on the other day. And I feel there is a lot of blessings and change coming through. So I see you soon. And this was just a little bit of ideas for you. Have a magical day. Bye for now.